I just love it. We've talked about it before. When we have local authors on, I think it's just one of the neatest things in the world. And we have another one today, Dan O'Hare, and he's got the Water Dressed in Brown. That's the book. Now, Dan, this is your first novel. We'll get into your other book here in a second too, because I want to know the difference between the two. But what led you to writing this novel, and what is your connection here on Delmarva?
Sure. So I was born in Ocean Pines, Maryland. Supposedly the first person born in Ocean Pines, Maryland. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was in a parade when I was 15 for it, and I moderated the 50th anniversary history panel. So no one else has ever claimed it
Gets
for
the
some
credit.
reason.
We're giving it to you.
No one fought you on it,
But when I was 18, I left, went to school, lived in Indiana for a while, lived in Ireland for a while, lived in Colorado for a while, and lived a couple decades in New York. Came back in 2014, and I live in Salisbury now, and I, like you said, I wrote a memoir a couple years ago, and writing that memoir was cathartic for me in a lot of ways. Looking back at the past was very important when dealing with mental health issues. And my therapist said, you got to keep writing. It's a thing for you.
It's too good for you to not keep doing it.
Exactly. So one of the aspects of mental health that's important is exercise, and I started swimming a lot. And when you swim, you can't watch anything on a phone. You're swimming, so you have to think about something. And I started thinking about the story, and the story sort of developed as I swam more and more. And then it got very hard because I'd think of a good idea while swimming, and then I'd have to repeat it like a crazy person until I got out of the pool and could write it down. So that's kind of where the story came out of. But the story came from real life. I mean, this was writing what I know. The story is about it's a coming of age story about a girl growing up in Ocean Pines, Maryland, but it's sort of a relationship between her and her best friend, and they're the first two kids of Ocean Pines. It's kind of the idea.
That's awesome.
So,
How is writing a novel different?
oh my gosh, so different. First of all, it's fantastic because my other book is very emotional. It's about my father having a stroke right when my daughter was 11 months old. So I was watching one brain develop while another one was being destroyed slowly over 3.5 years, and dealing with the medical industry and you know what happens when someone basically has a major brain injury, and just depressing as can be, whereas like this is completely the opposite. Like this is something where I hate using the term feel good. It's not like because literature should never be feel good, but it is. It's a novel where you enjoy reading it.
It's okay
not
to have a book that makes people smile.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
right.
right? I mean, there's plenty of drama, and there definitely people throw this book across the room occasionally when they get frustrated at the characters, but it's not. It doesn't make you cry the way that apparently my memoir did. When I finished this book, when I finished writing it, like the first rough draft, I wept. I mean, for 5 minutes, uncontrollable sobs. I did not expect it at all. It's not a sad ending in any way. It was just this weird sadness that I was never going to see these characters again. And then I edited it 32 times. So I'm sick of them. I'm sick of these characters. But they brought on it became this like life of their own.
Yeah, for sure. So Water Dressed in Brown, I know a lot of people are going to be excited to read this. A lot of people have already been excited reading this. Where can they get a hold of this book?
So it's at Capriccio's in Ocean Pines. It's at Buzzed Word in Ocean City. It's at Barnes & Noble in Salisbury. And then they can get it on Amazon as well. And so, yeah.
So lots of ways that you can get your hands on Water Dressed in Brown. Of course, love to support your local bookstores. Hop in there and check it out. And sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to read this.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in, Dan. Coming up next on CoastLife, if you're still in the mood for a little bit of a levity and laughter, we've got our joke jar on the way.